All right, we're going to be on video 998, and even though it's contest time, and I don't really want to start a project, I've been looking at this guy in the stacks over there, locomotives, for a couple of years. I picked it up at a train show for $10. Somebody went to a lot of work to make this high nose GP35. You know, it's not even a scale with hood, and they put a lot of detail into it. Like I said, grab irons. There's a bell, a snowplow. This thing, I always liked this thing, and I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool if Pug right there, he should have a kind of a companion. And don't know what he's going to call it yet. He's going to name himself when we get to the time. But Pug should have a companion, and this thing. You know, Pug, his hood is just a little bit wider because of the space for the stuff under there. But this GP35 might make a great companion for Pug. And so, when I took the shell off, this is what I found underneath. And this is a very old school Athearn Blue Box. Because there's no flat wheels, gray motor, and it's got the two-part worm housing. So this is an oldie. But whoever put the work into this, I want to keep that. There's some work in there. Let's keep it. Let's keep it and keep laying it. But we're stripped the paint. We'll get this paint off, and we're going to get him in. We're going to get him in to that purple, like Pug. So we're going to rebuild him. And this shouldn't be a really tough project, but I doubt I'll finish it before contest time. Well, we're going to see what we can do. So, I took this guy out. All right, let's take him apart. Now, this is a two-parter, so we got to be really careful. And I think what we have to do is we might have to do a double. We might have to do a double blade here to get this guy out without wrecking this two-part piece. All right, so there. Oop, okay, there goes one piece. We got to be careful. There's thrust washers in there. All right, so there's our worm out. Let me drop the truck out. This is an oldie truck. Look at this. It's got this bracket on it where there was a light in here way back when. And it's got this kind of underbody, and I think we got to be careful about not breaking this guy. There's a way to take this guy off here, I think, without breaking him. And there we go. Okay, then he's going to come off. Okay. Then take him apart. Yep. And on the inside, look at this. Look at this plastic covered gear housing. Very interesting. Okay, then we've got our trucks, side frames, and our wheels. Okay, now we're going to take these U-joints off. See if the worm wants to come out. We're going to take off. We're going to take off this U-joint because we are going to use a Rev 1 motor in it. Here's a blank Rev 1 that I used to test directions, and I determined that for this one the red dot needs to be at the top so that he turns the right way to get the trucks to move forward when he's facing forward. And we're going to use our silicone hose, of course. Let's see if we can get that guy off. Yep, there we go. All right, and we'll just leave the worm in there just like that. We can get him out. Yeah, maybe not. Let's just take him out. I just don't want to lose thrust washers. And I don't see one on the back side. I may have to replace that. All right, so let's put them in the baskets. All right, we're going to put these guys in this basket. We are not going to be using those guys again. We'll put that guy in the big basket. We'll put the trucks in the big basket. Let's put the wheels in the little. And then this gear housing goes like this. And what we're going to do now is we want to take a picture of that gear housing right there as it is. So I've got them like this. I've got this one upside down. Okay, and you would go like that. So let's get a picture of that. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Alright, so then we can drop him in there. We drop these gears in there. Like that. Okay. Now we don't need that. We don't need this motor at all. There's a lot of space in there to drop some lead in this thing. And let's go ahead and do the same thing again. We're going to get our 17 blade under here very carefully and try not to bust any of it. And I'll tell you what, that is not that easy. If we can get them just like that, okay, then we can get them to pop off. All right. We'll take this one. He doesn't have a thrust washer either. Weird. Okay. We don't need that joint. And we do not need this U-joint right here. So take our screwdriver, give it a twist. See if we can get him. And we're done with him. We can take the worm out. There is a thrust washer. Yep, there is one. Okay. Take the truck out. Let's take these off the motor. Don't need them. Let's go ahead and let's just see if we can pull the motor out. Yep. We got one out. Oh yeah. Then we got to get those guys out. So let's get some tools here. Let's see if we can use this guy. Will he do this? Yeah, he will. Yep. Okay. Nice rubbery one. So we saved those for parts, and we're not going to use that motor. But okay, now here's our underframe. Now you can tell the front on this by this little nub right here, which was part of a light bracket. Now there's some covers on here for couplers that we do not want. We're not going to use. We're going to have to machine that, but we're going to clean them first. And then this guy, again, we're going to go to the back side and see if we can get him off of there just like that. Okay, we want to try not to break them. Okay, and then apart and go. Wheels in, frame over there. Gearbox. That's kind of cool that it has that kind of gearbox. I kind of like this right here. There we go. All right. So now we're going to clean all the parts, and we are going to strip the paint and see what we get. And I think this one will make a really cool companion for Pug.